Wanting to decorate with an elegantly neutral color? Looking for the perfect shade of gray? This video will tell you everything you need to know on how to make gray icing. Though gray is not a common color seen in icing, when done right it can be an elegant color, making for some beautiful desserts. It is a versatile color that can be used as the main color or alongside other colors. How to make gray icing? Why go for gray? Though some people may not like the color gray when used in desserts, however, it can be sophisticated and beautiful. Gray icing can be used to decorate cakes for special occasions and also works as a great base when adding different colors. Gray can look beautiful for icing desserts for weddings, anniversaries, graduations, and even birthdays. Some people will even ice cupcakes gray for gender reveals and have either blue or pink on the inside to reveal if the baby is a boy or a girl. Whatever the occasion is, gray can be a great choice of color for icing. How to make gray icing? What you will need to follow. Ingredients. To make gray icing, you will need white icing, a large bowl, black food coloring, blue food coloring, a spatula, or if you prefer not to use black food coloring, 2 complementary colors of food coloring, or the 3 primary colors of food coloring. Using black and blue food coloring is a popular choice amongst food experts for making gray food coloring. Add the blue to the black with white icing gives you more control over the shade of gray. If you don't have black food coloring or want to avoid using black, you can use complementary colors, such as red and green, yellow and purple, or blue and orange. Adding more red, yellow, or orange will give it more of a warm gray tone, whereas adding more blue, green, or purple will give it a more cool gray tone. Using the primary colors, blue, red, and yellow will produce a flat gray. Adding more of one color will change the shade of gray. How to make gray icing? Step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Empty icing into a bowl and add food coloring. Using a spatula, empty white icing into a large bowl. Add 1 part of blue food coloring and 1 part of black food coloring. Based on 2 cups of icing, this would be approximately 3 drops of blue food coloring and 3 drops of black food coloring. When using complementary colors or primary colors, also use equal parts of each color. Start following the rule of 3 drops of each color for 2 cups of icing and adjust as needed. Step 2. Mix icing. Mix the icing and food coloring. Make sure that it is thoroughly mixed to avoid any streaks. It may take a couple of minutes to fully mix the colors and the icing. Though many people may not think of gray as a color for weddings, it can look beautiful as icing for a cake or cupcakes. It gives off an elegant look that everyone will admire. Tips and tricks. Run a test. It may take some practice to achieve the shade of gray you want, as it can vary largely. It is not a bad idea to do a test run first to be able to find the shade of gray you are looking for, before using it to decorate your desserts. When coloring icing, it is always easiest to start with less food coloring and then add more if needed. If you do make your icing too dark on accident, you can easily lighten it by adding more white icing and mixing it in until you get the correct shade you want. Let the color settle. One thing to keep in mind when working with food coloring is that it can darken over time. If you are unsure of the shade of gray, let the icing rest for 10 to 15 minutes. After letting it sit, check to see if the color darkened at all, then add more food coloring if you wish. How to store your icing. Frosted desserts can generally be kept at room temperature for 2 to 3 days and refrigerated after that. And used icing should be stored in the fridge for up to a week and in the freezer for up to 6 months. Leftover icing may separate after being stored in the fridge or freezer. Allow the icing to reach room temperature and mix it back together before using it. Food coloring. When using food coloring, you can use liquid, gel paste, powder, or natural. Liquid and liquid gel are the most commonly used as they are the most readily available and the easiest to work with. Also, liquid food coloring is a popular choice because it is available in a lot of colors and works great at providing a lighter tint. Liquid gel food coloring is thicker and more concentrated, so a little bit can go a long way. Liquid gel food coloring is great for creating vibrant colors. Be sure to use white icing when making gray icing. Off-white or yellow icing will make it hard to get a proper shade of gray. If you are wanting to decorate your baked goods with another color in addition to gray, certain colors work better than others. Blue, pink, yellow, and red are some of the most popular colors that work beautifully when paired together with gray. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.